Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Kelly with Arkansas Outdoor Adventure Training. Gonna do another paracord video today. Kill a couple birds with one stone. First thing we're going to talk about is the paracord jig or bracelet tying jig. And really this type of jig that I've got here will work on pretty much any type of bracelet that you've got. It's very simple setup. I'll show you exactly what I've got here. Piece of plywood, 1/2 inch. Couple of 2x4s that just kind of gets it up so you got some work room there. And then here, if y'all notice, I've just got an electrician's cable strap, or just a little piece of strapping that they use to hook wire to the wall. Drywall screw goes right in here and attaches it. And then I have my male end on one end. On the other end I have the female end. It's not fancy, but it's very effective. It doesn't cost very much. I made these all out of scrap, and we've got a few different ones here that we use, but when we're tying a lot, if you wanted to use the same one, you can see this one's a 7.5 inches, which is what we call medium. You can also take another one of your strappings, little strap things there, and you can get those at pretty much any Home Depot type Lowe's store. But you can also take one of these over to the side here, just bring it back a little farther, screw it in a little farther here and on the other end, and when you do that, you've automatically gotten yourself a longer one. So you can have a 8 inch beside it, or an 8.5 inch beside it, or a 9 inch beside it, and you can keep coming far enough back on both sides that you can lengthen it out to pretty much any size you want. You can have several of those running all the way down if you wanted to, and then you may just want to color code or mark your little straps there. Alright, so simple bracelet that we're going to do today. First thing you're going to want to do, 8 feet of cord, and it's 1 inch to 1 foot, so whatever you decide you want to use. Today I'm going to be using a whistle buckle. This one's like a 1/2 inch. It's not the 3/4, but just a standard whistle buckle. And this is going to be a single color bracelet, so it's going to be real simple. What I'm going to do is one side of my buckle, I want to make a loop in the center of my cord. Keep the ends even down there. Take that loop, feed it in, just like that. And now I'll take these two working ends, push them through, pull it all the way through like that. Now what you end up with, a little 1/2 hitch knot there, just a little hitch. Okay, next thing we're going to do, we'll take our working ends, and I always go from the outside on these, so go from the outside in. Same thing on your other one, just like we did in our other bracelet video. Make a general round bracelety shape under here, both your strands approximate size. I'll pull these two out. Okay, so that's what you end up with. It's already tied on this end, right down here. Round general bracelet shape. And you got the working ends here. Now with the jig, you just take the male end, hook it into your female, take your other end, hook it into the male. I think you can catch all that pretty close, so it just clips in here and the other end. And that tells me that it's going to be a 7.5 inch bracelet no matter what. So all I've got to do to tie it at this point, so I'll take one strand, bring it all the way through the back side of this, so it's actually between our front, which is this, and the back, which is this. So it's exactly the same process that we use on our others. This one will just come over, go straight through that hole, that loop we just made, pull it just like that. Now, let's see if I can pan in on that a little closer. There we go. All right, now you can see that's our first knot using the jig. And we go to the other side, do the same exact thing. We just continue the process, alternating side to side, just like that. Some people like using the jig. I'm not as fond of it because it kind of gets in my way. But some people really like using the jig if you're making a lot of bracelets and they all have to be the same certain sizes. Like if you need all of them to be 7 inches or 8 inches, or you need a combination of 3 different sizes and they all have to be the exact same length because you're going to sell them and you need them all to be the same, then you definitely want to use a jig. And as you can see, that's how it works. Pretty simple, pretty effective. And like I say, I made this one out of scrap, so it didn't really cost me anything. You can put them together out of just about anything. Scraps of wood, plastic, whatever you can find around that you can screw together and screw something into. So there you have it. Single color bracelet. Using the Paracord jig. Just like that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you soon.